Okay, Board of Commissioners moves to approve the February 10th, 2022 regular meeting minutes.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Solid waste. Anything?
Do you have any comment on that?
I don't.
Okay.
Board of Commissioners moves to authorize agreement between Portage County Solid Waste Management District Board of Commissioners to approve recycling collection services for Franklin Township.
Second.
And just for the record, it does not include leaf pickup, correct?
This is not.
Okay, this is just for, okay.
Stay
All right.
tuned.
Stay tuned. Okay, roll call, Amy?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thanks,
Have a good day.
John. You too. Water resources, do we have anyone here?
John.
Hello, Michelle. Water resources.
There
John.
he is.
Hey, John.
You're up.
Morning.
Come on, John.
Morning.
Morning.
How are you this morning, sir?
Good.
Okay, all right, John, we're ready.
Okay, you got a couple items. First one, I think, is the sludge holder tank.
When will that get done?
Well, this is the start of it, so we're gonna design it internal with our own staff, and it'll be put out for public bid, and, you know.
It's a 6-month year.
It takes several months anyways to get it to the stage where you find a contractor.
Is this the one in Streetsboro or Shields or the one that caught on fire or whatever? What's the time?
Not that one, this is a different one.
Oh, it's different.
It's a smaller plant, Western Reserve. We haven't had much activity.
Yeah, I was
with
gonna
improvements
say,
there.
I wasn't familiar with that one.
It's a project that's on the 5-year plan that's sort of been reviewed, I guess, prioritized of where it's at.
Gotcha. Okay.
Board of Commissioners moves to authorize preparation of plans, specifications, and estimate costs of project N122-020 Western Reserve WWTP sludge tank, Portage County Regional Sanitary Sewer District.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board of Commissioners moves to authorize Portage County to apply and accept and enter into water revolving loan account, WSRLA agreement with Ohio Environmental Protection Agency, Ohio EPA, for the design of water facilities, design dedicated payment sources for the loan for project SHW 21-170 Manaway Emergency Water Interconnect, Portage County, Shalerville Township.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board of Commissioners moves to authorize and enter into a license agreement with the City of Ravenna for the use of Hayes Road Pump Station for the city water meter billing equipment.
Second.
So that's just for a water meter billing communication purpose. And then the $600, that is for 10 years worth of electricity?
Yeah, it's basically it's a courtesy working with our neighbor. There's really no benefit to us.
Yeah.
They have a weak area in that area supposedly with getting fucking water reads. So it was estimated $5 a month. The equipment uses minimal electricity. So, and then there's a 10-year agreement, so the math comes out to $600. So they paid that
Up
up
front,
front.
yeah, I saw that. Okay, thank you. All right, roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Janet, come on in.
Hi.
Bye.
Morning.
Morning.
Hello.
I have one discussion item on my agenda, and you should have copies of the job description
Yep.
in your packet. The discussion is regarding the water resources director, sanitary engineer position. Obviously with the recent resignation of the current water resource director. Michelle and I started looking at the job description, because it is a director / sanitary engineer. And we currently have a professional engineer licensed staff member. in
One or
water
two?
resources. We actually have two, but so we actually can have somebody on staff to be the sanitary engineer.
Yep.
So in your packet, you have the separation of the water resource director and it's separated from the sanitary engineer job duties. So that's what I'm presenting to you today to see if what do you think about that idea of separating out the duties, and then if you agree with the job description.
So what's the advantage or the disadvantage, the pros and the cons of this?
Well, The pro would be that we actually have someone on staff right now that actually can step into the sanitary engineer position. And he's basically already doing that job, it's the engineering manager position. Obviously, the disadvantage would be, there's gonna be a little bit of increase in pay for the sanitary engineer, the current member, and then you have to pay the director. But another advantage of the director is that that person would just focus more on the administration and operations of the department, more of the management side of the department. Whereas the sanitary engineer would be more for the engineering side, to make sure that the plans are signed off appropriately and stuff like that.
We're mandated to have a
Yeah,
sanitary engineer,
we're
right,
mandated,
but it does
yes.
not have to be the same person. The
Yes.
director does not have to be
Uh-huh.
the sanitary engineer. And also noteworthy, and I don't know if this is a disadvantage, but I would say the sanitary engineer went up a grade, but the director went down a grade, because they're not mandated to have a PE.
Right.
Right.
Well, and
So
that, I was
it's
gonna
balancing out.
ask that, I mean, where does that, cause I would think that if the one went up and we're removing that from the director, that would
Right.
impact.
Yeah, actually, the director, pay grade used to be a pay grade 21.
Yeah.
And then I refactored it, and now it's now pay grade 20, so it did decrease.
Go down, okay.
And it was really because of the job standards, the requirements.
And what about the new position, sanitary
The
engineer?
sanitary engineering, basically I took the engineering manager job description,
Mhm.
and then I did take one bullet point from the director job description and place it into the new sanitary engineer position, or I'm sorry, the job description. That, the engineering manager used to be a pay grade 18, and it went up to a pay grade 19. So that, and that person was really, because now they're gonna be the sole person signing off on the design plans of our water resources.
Is
So
John aware of this? I mean,
Yes,
okay.
we've had a conversation with him, make sure he was on the same page.
And he is,
He's on the same
Okay.
page.
He
John
likes
did not-
that side, not the
Correct.
upper side.
John's an engineer by trade, right?
Right.
Very, very good
Yep.
engineer. You know, but he would prefer to focus on engineering.
sure.
Right, which is better, honestly. So, the only bullet point that was moved was in order to meet Ohio Revised Code,
Mhm.
really. So he's pretty much doing the job anyway.
Yeah.
He is, yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. Board of Commissioners moves to acknowledge that effective immediately, the core office hours for the Portage County Department Directors will be 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, except for the Directors of Solid Waste Management District, Building Department, and Water Resources Department, who will have office hours 7:30 to 4. The core office hours are defined as hours working in the office and do not include hours working from home.
Second,
Roll call?
Tony,
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board of Commissioners moves to accept the resignation of Alan Farhat, Fadi, Water Resources Director, Sanitary Engineer, effective February 16th, 2022.
Second,
Roll call?
Tony,
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves in accordance with section 305.30 of the Ohio Revised Code, this board's resolution 21-0396, part 9. Board of Commissioners acknowledge and approves the county administrator to approve hiring Victoria Duncan, social worker 3, replacing Allison Lane, Portage County Jobs and Family Services. Tentative start date is March 7th, 2022. The Board of Commissioners agrees that this hire is contingent upon the applicant passing required pre-employment testing.
Second,
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to hire Dominique Zordish as a CASA paralegal, new position, Portage County Jobs and Family Services. Tentative start date is March 7th, 2022. Board of Commissioners agrees that this hire is contingent upon the applicant passing required pre-employment testing.
Second,
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to accept the resignation of Amber Slaughter, social worker 3, Portage County Jobs and Family Services, effective February 13th, 2022.
Second,
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to authorize a 3-day internal post for social services worker 3 position vacated by Amber Slaughter, Portage County Jobs and Family Services, with external posting if no internal appointment is made.
Second,
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to accept the resignation of Sonia Emerson, social worker 3, group home for Portage County Jobs and Family Services, effective date February 25th, 2022.
Second,
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board authorizes to the 3-day internal posting for social worker 3, group home position vacated by Sonia Emerson, Portage County Jobs and Family Services, with external posting if no internal appointment is made.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to approve and reinstatement and revisions of operating manager job description, solid waste management district.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to approve the external posting of operation manager for solid waste management district. The position will be posted for 2 weeks.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to approve the anniversary step increase for the following non-bargain employees. John Vance, Water Resources Engineer Manager, effective February 11, 2022, and Samantha Payne, Maintenance 2, effective January 10, 2022.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Jen.
much.
Give the yell to,
Yeah. I'm gonna
okay.
Want to take Joe?
We'll move to miscellaneous.
You're getting it, Tony.
I'm getting it.
Yes, you
are.
Well, I was gonna
I'm
say,
slow learner.
why don't we take Joe, because he's sitting here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Joe, you wanna come on up?
I don't want to give me anxiety.
We'll just keep moving right along.
Morning, Joe. Morning.
Morning, how are you?
Good.
Okay.
Anything in the first two?
No.
Okay.
All set.
Board of Commissioners, in accordance with section 305.30K, Ohio Revised Code, this board's resolution 210396, and this board's resolution 210878, Board of Commissioners acknowledges and approves the county administrator to approve the director of the auditor's office to pay and process February 10, 2022 bills, ACH payments, wires, journal vouchers, and then and now as applicable, contingent on verification of the report as presented by the county auditor and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves the process for February 10, 2022 budget amendments as reviewed by and recommended by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Anything about the funds?
All great. No,
Okay.
all great.
Board moves to cash advance repayment of Fund 3011, Go Bonds 1998, USDA Fund, Fund 2, Fund 001, General Fund.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves the cash advance payment for Fund 3014, Go Bond 2001, USDA Regional Planning Fund to Fund 0001, General Fund.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to create Fund 5324, PCS, Manaway Plant Headworks Improvement.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to create Fund 5510, PCW Manaway Emergency Water Interconnect.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to create Fund 5511, PCW Water Treatment Conservation Manaway.
Second.
Oh, it's conversion.
Conversion.
Okay, roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to rescind Resolution 20-0742, approving a request for installment payments, connection charges for connections in the sanitary sewer system, Portage County Regional Sewer District, and establish the terms and conditions of the same.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to transfer Fund 1201, motor vehicle tax, to Fund 4252, small bridge replacement.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Did you say 4252?
4254.
Because it's fine,
Okay.
4254.
Okay.
Okay.
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Okay.
Come on up, Susan.
Hi, Sue.
Hello, how's everybody?
Great. How are you?
Good.
Good. Hey, I just have one. It's just my regular shared transfer for end of the third quarter, first payment of fourth quarter.
All right.
Board moves to transfer Fund 1415, Child Welfare Specialty Fund, to Fund 1410, Public Assistance Fund.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony? Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes,
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you.
All right.
Have a good one.
thank you.
Stay dry.
Allison.
Allison is up.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, let me share first. Okay. I have a discussion and a couple of resolutions. Let me give you some materials. Here's an original copy for you. Okay. This is the updated copy of the engagement letter with Berger and Eckler that I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And it's an email about.
And you did those changes that the prosecutors recommended?
Yes.
Okay.
And then this is the initial email from Berger and Eckler's team, just kind of explaining a little bit, giving a quick rundown of what they do, just so you can take a peek at that. So I've talked with them a couple times. I had a Zoom meeting last week with their whole team that would be helping with ARPA stuff. There's about 4 of them, and one of them is on paternity leave right now, but they have someone who would be replacing him while he's out. And they would help us with any legal opinions on any projects that we're looking at, making sure that everything is good with the final rule and everything is by the letter of the law with the Treasury. They could give us recommendations and examples of maybe what other counties in Ohio are doing if we decide that we want that. They can look over our procedure that I drafted, make sure that's all correct too, and we have everything we need in there. And really anything that we would need from them, anything related to ARPA, and obviously only as needed, because we would be paying for their service, but.
Is it just as needed services we pay?
Yeah, anytime we would reach out, and I would likely be the person reaching
Mhm.
out on our behalf, that would be when we would work with them. And they bill down to the quarter of an hour, so if it's just a quick question.
Okay.
And then the initial agreement's just for the 1 year, correct?
Correct.
And then we could amend it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if we decide that there's something we want to change for next year, or if something happens and we would like to choose another firm, we can always do that. But yeah. So do you guys have any questions for Berger and Eckler that you can think of?
No, because I read over this when you first sent it to us, and then I saw the changes, and I had seen this email you had shared with us, so I don't have any other questions.
I have a question.
I'm good.
They're all good. So, it talks about the per hour rate. At what point would they move it up to a senior partner or a regular partner?
I asked them that question and they have not yet gotten back to me.
Because that's a big deal.
Yeah, I want to make sure that that's something that we're involved in the decision of if it's being escalated to someone else.
Yeah.
But yeah, she has not yet replied to my email.
Because, $200 an hour versus $650 an hour.
Yes.
Is a huge-
Very big difference.
So make sure we didn't forget to ask that question.
Yes. Still waiting on an answer for that.
Okay.
So then this is like the draft. Obviously, there would be
Yeah.
a couple changes and a little bit more information with any questions that do come up. But is this something that you guys want to move forward with?
Yeah, once you find out the question as to what dictates when it moves up to a senior
Okay.
advisor. Because like I said, it's pretty much an as-needed service, so we're not getting billable hours every month or a retainer, but we do need to know that.
Yeah, definitely. Perfect. All right, well, if you think of any more questions, just let me know and I'll ask them.
All right.
And then my resolutions, the first one is an authorize and accept for the sheriff's office, and then the other 3 are all for the Supreme Court of Ohio has a grant going right now that a couple of our courts are applying for.
Yeah.
And they are all, just ask, they are no local match.
Good.
Board moves and to authorize the grant application to and accept the FFY 2022 grant award in the amount of $38,245.85 from the Ohio Department of Public Safety, Governor's Highway Safety Office's Impaired Driving Enforcement Program, Selective Traffic Enforcement Program for Portage County Sheriff's Office.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to authorize the grant application in the amount of $73,137.73 for the Supreme Court Ohio 2022 Technology Grant Fund Program for Portage County Common Pleas Court Adult and Probation.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to authorize a grant application in the amount of $112,062.73 to the Supreme Court of Ohio 2022 Technology Grant Funds Program for Portage County Juvenile Court.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to authorize a grant application in the amount of $94,922.64 to the Supreme Court of Ohio 2022 Technology Grant Fund Program for Portage County Domestic Relations Court.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Alright,
Thank you, Allison.
thank you.
Alright.
Internal services. Pardon? Yes.
She on her way? We
She's
should
on
miss.
way now, miscellaneous?
Let's do miscellaneous while we're waiting.
Board of Commissioners assigned satisfaction of the mortgage of Douglas Blankenship for $1,650. The instrument number 2013-14-554 as requested by the Neighborhood Development Services, document reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management with no exceptions noted.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board of Commissioners moves the Commissioners sign the satisfaction mortgage of Douglas Blankenship for $34,121, instrument number 2013-0930, as requested by the Neighborhood Development Services, document reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management with no exceptions noted.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board of Commissioners moves to acknowledge the receipt of Portage County Investment Portfolio Report, January 2022, as presented by the Portage County Treasurer.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board of Commissioners moves to acknowledge the receipt of February 11, 2022 certificate of county auditor that the total annual appropriations for each fund does exceed the official certificate of estimate resources for fiscal year beginning January 1, 2022, as presented by the Portage County Auditor's Office.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board moves to accept the donations to the Office of Portage County Dog Warden.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes. Hey, come on in, Joanne. We're ready for you.
Come on, Joanne.
Not a whole lot for today.
No,
A few.
I was impressed. Thank you. Board of Commissioners moves to authorize President Sabrina Crispin Bennett to sign the Village of Wyndham certification.
Oh, we're on the wrong, internal
Oh,
services.
sorry, excuse me. Leaving the plan. All right,
Back it up.
back it up. Whoa. Board of Commissioners agrees to enter into a real estate lease agreement in property located at 211 South Chestnut Street, Ravenna, Ohio.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board of Commissioners moves, approves the plan and specifications and set the date for accepting of bids of the 2022 crack seal project in various townships, Portage County.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Board of Commissioners declares the necessity to purchase one 2022 420 XE auto backhoe loader for use of Portage County Engineer Department.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Okay, from last week, I
Sabrina?
brought back,
Yes.
from last week, I brought back the 2 all-terrain vehicles for use by the sheriff.
Yes.
They gave some more clarification
Okay.
for Michelle on insurance, and as well as they're paying for them out of the jail commissary fund because they're using them for skills training for inmates.
I just want to go on record that I spoke with Larry Lindbergh, and he specifically stated that the ATVs will not be used by inmates. They will be utilized by the corrections officer,
Showing them,
showing skills to the inmates, like landscaping skills, etc. was the intent behind
So
it.
they will not be actually driving. That is our key because
Correct.
the insurance is what I was concerned
So our
about.
course will cover them as long as the inmates aren't
Driving
operating
them.
the vehicle.
do they currently have any ATV vehicles?
No, they had some, they got 3, and you asked me the last time what they were called, but they got them from,
Koya?
no, these were old, these were used things that they got, through, the state, I wanna say it was the state,
.gov.
no, yeah, one of those places that
repos.
takes all those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
And they took parts from one and made the other two operational, but those are the same kind of thing, it's just, those were just used by the sheriff's department and not any corrections officers. And I can't remember what the actual term is of what they call them. I forget now.
It's not the ATVs or
No,
the
it's
four-wheelers or.
It's like a 4-wheeler, yeah, but it's not as sophisticated as these were. They weren't that way. I'll get that, if you want me to go back and research it, I can check that out for you and tell you exactly what they were.
Well,
I don't know.
The main thing is, though, we need to make sure inmates are
Are-
not.
Yeah, to my knowledge, it
And that's
was
what
only,
Larry's
those,
Major Lambert said?
when those started, those were only to be used by the sheriff's patrolmen or, the actual officers down out there. No inmates.
Okay.
Yeah, I did confirm that with Major Lindbergh, and I also confirmed that we do not have any ATVs currently on our insurance.
So, like I said, that's what I said, and Joe, this is when Joe was still here, down at the motor pool, and he had some of them that he had in the boneyard there, that he had worked on for them, so. One last thing, Liberty Ford had called me, because the sheriff's office had gone out there and looked for 4 vehicles, and they had 4 vehicles of theirs that they wanted to trade in. And asked me, they thought that there was a resolution that was gonna be passed on the Thursday that we closed. And I said, well, I don't know, I didn't see anything, could you send me what you have? So he sent me what he supplied to the sheriff's office, Ralph, on the cost. I checked with the ladies up here, there wasn't a resolution done. So there's a resolution either coming next week for you to buy these. Now, these are coming out of the general fund, according to Ron Ross. It's 4 used vehicles that they're buying, and they're trading 4 of our vehicles in, and these are going to the task force. So I don't know what you would like to do. Would you like me to, he did a resolution.
Well, does the task force not have funds to buy them? Because normally the task force has funds that
Well,
they should be utilizing.
I thought that, but
Yeah.
the resolution that he did said specifically they will be paid from the general fund. So I don't,
But you know what, we need to double check on that, because that should be coming from the task force funds. The other thing is because I know like the resolution for the ATV said the general fund, but it was really the commissary. Make sure there's
the
not
purchase
another
order,
error.
yeah, well, and when I went back, the purchase orders, they actually had entered ahead of time before they got anything to anybody about these ATVs, specified the commissary fund, and then Larry confirmed it with Michelle. So that's where that is correct, that resolution, when I brought it back to you, I said
Yeah.
I saw that they decided that's where they wanted to take them from, and that's what I said, I don't know, sometimes I don't know if the sheriff's office contacts you guys, or had a meeting with you guys on any of
Yeah,
this
I knew
ahead
about
of
the
time.
4 vehicles they were getting for the task force, but I didn't know where they were coming from.
Okay,
And then with the 2 ATVs, the big question is can they use that commissary fund to be able to do that last week? And so it's yes, because it's training for them. So that we just answered that.
I'm not saying yes, I did not research that, I don't know. Tony's saying yes, right?
But no, I thought I just heard.
No, she researched our insurance.
Right. And I thought,
it's the auditor's necessary call
right,
that the commissary could be used for that. And I have seen in the past where they have bought things for training purposes for the inmates out of there. So to save their general fund.
okay.
So I'm gonna,
Let's not assume. 'cause
when
it
they
changes daily
put
down
the
there.
requisition in, that was the fund that was used, and it passed their scruples down on 5. So I
Okay.
assume if it wasn't going to.
And
they
the
would
auditor
stop
signed
it.
off on that?
Yes.
Oh, she did?
There,
Okay.
and that's why I said, but we held it because I thought that there needed to be a resolution of necessity, and Chris Maduri confirmed that, so.
Oh.
Do you want me, what would you like me to do with the ones that Liberty Ford is holding for us?
The task, yeah, double check, because I would think those funds should be coming from the task force funds,
Okay.
not our general fund.
Yeah, that's why I said, I don't know,
And that's another question, because, and I need to know where we're at with all the ones that we approved last year, but we're like piecemealing them because there wasn't inventory. Where are we at as far as completing getting those?
I don't believe it. I haven't spoke to them recently about that, but everybody's still having a very difficult time getting.
Mhm. Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Because
they're
we're
on the list of
piecemealing them,
waiting.
so I want to make sure that we have where we're at as far as numbers that we approved as to what we've received.
are you talking about
Vehicles.
countywide or just the
No,
sheriff's
just
office?
the sheriff's office.
Yeah, I can find out, I'll ask.
Because his was a large ask, and it's harder for him because he's wanting specific. He needs specific.
I know that the leases went through for, I forget how many now, last year.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying. It's
And I
being
think,
piecemeal, so
and I believe, and I thought that they all came in, but they don't come
Yeah.
here, so, and we
Yeah,
don't have anybody.
that's the question.
yeah.
Okay.
Where we at? Because I knew
Yeah.
that 12 of them sat in the back parking lot because it took 4 or 5 months to get the gear to put inside it,
the
upfitting, and that was supposed to be done, I think, in November, December.
Okay.
That those 12 vehicles were finally
I'll
able to be
I'll
used.
ask about the upfitting stuff then too. I haven't seen any requisitions come through for that,
And
that
then-
equipment.
And then
so.
those 4 vehicles they're talking about, the used ones,
Yeah.
need no upfitting, as far as I know. Because those are just used vehicles, so the task force can
That's,
go, because,
that's my understanding of what
Yes.
the task force
Yes,
does. They
yeah.
don't, it's like undercover car kind
Right.
of things. Yeah.
And verify why they're not using the funds from the task force.
Okay. And then do you want me to put it on agenda for next week?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to be able to
Yeah,
let the
because
guy
not like
at
they're
Liberty
not
Ford
real
know,
expensive cars.
because
That's why
he's
I'm
been
like,
holding them since the 8th.
Oh my.
Yeah. And we get call all the time, so I want to be able to, report back to him, give him some kind of.
Timeline.
yeah.
yeah,
They had
'cause
talked about doing it about a month ago, but I hadn't heard
We never
anything
seen
until last
anything.
week.
Yeah. No, the first I heard from it was when he contacted
Yeah.
me and he said, I'm holding these cars, what can I do? And I'm like,
what cars?
Yeah.
what cars? Share your knowledge, so he sent me what he had sent everybody else,
Yeah.
so.
Cool.
We'll see. All right.
All right,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Joanne.
Yep, I can take it.
All right, regional planning. Lisa,
Hi,
guys.
come on up. Come on down.
John,
Morning.
can I come and see you afterwards, John?
Is the price right?
Yes. We're gonna play the shell game today.
Okay, Board of Commissioners moves to authorize President Sabrina Christian Bennett to sign the Village of Wyndham certification of determination for subsequent exemption for categorical execution of project or the street improvement. Exclusion.
Let's not say execution. My
Exclusion.
God.
Right. You know what's on my mind this morning? Exclusion project for streets improvements and water facility improvements as presented by the Regional Planning Commission. Board of Commissioners assigned the findings of categorical excluded, geez. Project 2021 Critical Infrastructure Grant BX 21-1CJ1 as presented by the Regional Planning Commission.
Second.
Lisa, did you have any comments on that?
No, it's just basically exactly, I don't have to do a full environmental review, just sign it so I can send it into the
Okay.
state, get funds released, bid it out, and have fun.
Okay, roll call, Abe?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky? Yes. Sabrina?
Yes.
Anything on next two? Journal resolutions?
For Jeremiah Greathouse.
He's I think the next two were for the administration of the critical infrastructure grant, and then Jeremiah, wasn't it? Is that the order?
Amendment number 1.
Number 1.
Jeremiah.
Oh,
Jeremiah.
okay, amendment number.
And that's for the leaf
Jeremiah.
service and grass cutting?
Yes.
Board moves to enter into amendment number 1 between Portage County Commissioners and Jeremiah Greenhouse Services.
Greathouse.
House.
Great house.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
The board moves to enter into a contract between Portage County Regional Planning Commission for administration of 2021 CDBG Critical Infrastructure Grant Program Fund for the city of Ravenna.
Roll call?
Tony,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Board,
Speaking of, do we have another?
one more.
One more, okay, I'm sorry.
One of them.
Board moves to enter into a contract between Portage County Regional Planning Commission for the administrative of 2021 CDBG Critical Infrastructure Grant Program funds for Village of Wyndham.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes. Jeremiah Greyhouse. So,
He's a great.
so are you gonna be getting his funding lined up?
Yeah, so now all I have to do is type up the auditor cert, a copy of the contract from last year, put the resolution that, I need a resolution for, that you guys passed today to include with it, so Joanne will can get it through the system.
Okay, perfect.
All I have to do is get auditor cert and Joanne to sign a new contract
Yeah,
number.
if we could do that today, that would be
And we did speak with Streets Bureau, with
Yeah,
Patrick
yeah.
and them, and listen to their concerns. You know, basically the problem with the Great House contract was we closed down in December, and we just now are paying him interest in February, so he's, wanting to pay. So we're trying to, speed that along as best we can.
Yeah.
And then we also talked with them about providing information to their city council, so they know what this program's accomplishing, and that Patrick can greatly help the council with understanding that process.
Okay, great. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yep,
All
thank you
right,
guys.
have a good day.
You too.
Michelle, you're up.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No. That was timing thing?
It was, so previously you approved a journal entry, and in order to get everything paid, the auditor's office is requiring a resolution.
Okay.
Board of Commissioners moves to ratify the previous approved settlement and release agreement.
Second, roll call?
Tony,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Vicky,
Abstain.
Nothing else?
Nope.
Is there any public comment so far? Okay, I got a couple things. Here's our lovely flyer. If you remember, Tony, when we were down at the Northeast Ohio Commissioners thing, we are actually hosting the Northeast Ohio Commissioners Association at Camp James A. Garfield.
Okay.
And so this is the flyer, and there's some, I think I circled. Maybe I did one there. I was gonna say I have my thing. There's a couple corrections, but this is the flyer that will go out to all the Northeast Ohio Commissioners in our association, as well as the engineers are interested in being part of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
so
I think
so
they
you'll
did say
see.
that in that meeting.
Yeah, so I had this designed. I had Print Sign Express design it for us, and I put all three of us here because as Portage County Commissioner, we're all hosting it. So Vicki, if you can check your calendar too. Wednesday was like a good day for the camp to host it. And then what we're gonna do, I gave you like an agenda, and then we're gonna go to lunch at the English pub, and then CCAOs come in like they normally do, and just giving us updates. So I just wanted you guys to have this.
Yeah.
There's a couple where it says hyperlink. That was supposed to be a hyperlink for the menu they could click on,
Oh, okay.
because this is gonna be electronically sent. And then there's a hyperlink for the access request form, because it's the military base. They have to have that ahead of time so they can get approved to get access to the base. And then there was one other typo, but I'll get those corrected. But I just wanted to make sure you guys saw it and see if you guys had any questions, or if you wanted to, any changes or anything. I put all three of our pictures on there. I thought that would be a nice touch since we're the hosting it, so.
Good, I'm good by me.
Yeah, and like I said, it'll probably get sent out tomorrow, so if you guys think of anything after, or that I missed or we should add, like I said, it's all three of us hosting it. I just happen to coordinate the stuff. Let me know.
I forgot we were doing that.
Yeah. Well, it took a while to get it all scheduled.
Yeah.
So, so that's it for the Northeast Ohio Commissioners Association. The other thing that I gotta touch base on is, next week we need, Michelle, and I think you have these, I gave you copies of the toolkit. We need to pass a resolution, authorizing us to participate in the One Ohio Regional Governance. And we have sample resolutions that we could send to Chris if you wanted to, just see, they gave us those in our toolkit. As well as we have to pass a resolution appointing the initial regional representative, so like for Portage, I'm gonna be the initial representative for our board. And then, the townships are going to appoint someone to represent them, as well as the mayors have been contacted, cause they get a point person.
Too.
Yeah, and the board's gonna consist of our region, which we're Region 13, and there's 4 counties, so each of us get 3 appointments, a commissioner appointment, township, and a mayoral appointment. And they're trying to get this done sooner than later, because once the state board has a majority, they're gonna go ahead and look at starting to take requests for dispensing of the funds. So we wanna make sure that we're at the table and we have a voice,
Sure,
so.
we'll get it ready and have it on for next Thursday.
And those funds are ready, they said are allocated already?
Oh, yeah, yes. For our region, which again, our region, there's 4, our region consists of Portage, Jaga, Lake, and Ashtabula. So, and that's all I had, so, extra. Otherwise, we don't have any public comment.
Do we have a Tuesday meeting?
Yeah, and that was the other thing. I don't think Monday's the holiday, but it's also Tuesday's the 4th Tuesday.
No.
Do you guys have a
I think
reason?
there's, I'm missing last year, every Tuesday we met.
Calm down.
They're doing
Calm
good.
down,
They're doing
Tiger.
good. Things are good. I'm good.
Okay, Vicki, you're fine with,
Fine.
okay, yeah, so we will not have a meeting next Tuesday. We'll just meet Thursday as normal. Okay, if there's nothing else to come before the board, we'll recess until public comment at 11. All right, thank you.
And that, I had Ryan, I totally forgot we were gonna do, they asked, that committee down there, everybody's looking and they said, we'd like to go to the armory, or Arsenal. And I forgot, and Ryan's been calling the commander and saying, tell him about to come see you. And I forgot what we were doing.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, it'll be nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's why, if you remember, there was a couple of engineers in
Yeah.
our meeting. They're like, hey, it was Jockey County engineers,
Yeah,
like, hey,
yeah.
we want to come to
That's
this.
pretty cool.
So that's why I put that on
Yep.
there, that please, remember to invite your engineers,
Absolutely.
because
Do you have that, the resolution samples
I
available
do.
via electronic?
I have them right here, so you can have them. This one here is resolution authorized participation. This one's resolution appointing me as the initial regional rep.
Great, do you have it via electronic too, so I have to retype it?
No, it was just
Oh.
a toolkit that
Okay.
they gave.
So when is that event?
Oh, you can have this.
March
This is
9th.
gonna be March 9th, and this is all the Northeast Ohio commissioners that belong in our region.
You know, it might be nice to see if we can get a photographer.
That would be wonderful,
So
because it's gonna be, like I said, not just us, but people from all across the Northeast Ohio
Right.
region.
and we don't get a lot of images of that place. So,
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we'd love to have you guys come
yeah,
along.
yeah.
And they're gonna do, and if you look on it, at 10 o'clock, they're gonna do the post capabilities overview briefing, and then they have Wyndham is actually gonna bring a school bus, and we're gonna take a bus tour then of all the grounds and stuff.
Okay.
And then afterwards, we're gonna go to the English pub for lunch and
Yeah.
CCO update.
So
Okay. Yeah, you're more than welcome.
yeah.
If you can get someone, we'd love it.
So you're looking for a water resources director again, huh?
A different kind of water resources.
Yeah, we sort of changed the scope of that job.
Okay.
And so we want someone that's more of an operational manager that oversees it. Because I mean, that's a pretty big, important division of the commissioners. And you have the engineers, but engineers aren't necessarily always good, I want to say, leaders necessarily, because
Yes,
they
it's-
think, yeah.
Yeah.
They got a
You
lot
know,
of other
they're
work to do.
very, yeah.
So we didn't need that engineer stamp, because we have two of them already.
Yeah, so it'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Try it that way.
All right, so, go back to the drawing board. Do you need the certifications that you were looking for before?
No, because they won't have to be a licensed engineer.
Right,
Okay.
we're looking more of a managerial, position where they would have, utilize more soft skills as opposed to engineering skills. Because we have certified engineers on staff already that meet Ohio Revised Code, so.
And we have a new job description, that we could share if you needed that to see,
Okay.
but,
All right,
it's great.
well, I know it took quite a lot of time, but I think part of that before was that you were looking for those certifications.
Well, yeah, and so hopefully that will broaden our field of candidates.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Diane.
We're not mandated to have
No,
a sanitary engineer, but we are mandated to have one on staff, so.
Exactly, and we've got two on staff, so we're good. I'm gonna go see what I have to sign. Hey, have you done your, financial disclaimer yet? For
that's the one due in
May.
Do you wanna
Yeah,
copy that job
I always do mine and get it out of the way, but,
That's okay.
You decide you
You
do that
can
now.
email it to me if you
I always should, like, I would call her in and say, okay, I need a list of checks that I've been reimbursed for,
Do you have
for
my
like
email?
mileage stuff, because I would click that.
Well, I don't know,
For some
no,
reason,
probably.
it made me just click the instruction guide on it. And
Just
it
have the
said-
wrong
and it gave me
office
an
address
example
on it,
of
so-
ODOT,
That's the right number?
Yeah,
they
yeah.
send you to a
Right
seminar.
Right email.
And
Not the
ODOT
right
actually
number,
pays for you,
I use my
not
personal cell
necessarily
phone.
reimburses you.
Oh, okay.
But you can still leave me a message.
put that on.
that. And so I
number.
asked Joanne
Okay.
and Shannon to get that information for
We'll
us.
break it down.
Yeah, because we'll need to,
No, I have not filled it out.
yeah, so, but yep.
So, so if they pay for seminars, that includes in financial.
Yes.
Once it's, retyped and finalized, I'll send it over.
It's the hotel cost and the seminar and the meal cost that it'll bounce down for, so. I just wanted to.
Yeah, I
I
actually,
did not know that. Every year I swear I do that. I learn something different.
I actually really wanted to go to one in DC, but I'm just not gonna be able to do it this year.
Which one's that?
That, what was that conference that's gonna be in DC? Did you and Michelle go to?
Oh, no, that was this past week. and
Yes.
We had to
Cancel,
cancel
yeah,
because,
right.
but yeah. Well, and that was gonna be a real big pain because then you were gonna have to test and it was more than you had to show your shot records. I'm like, ugh. So,
I wouldn't be allowed in the state.
yeah.
I'm gonna go sign.
So you recording for the journal?
I'm gonna try.
He's a new volunteer.
New volunteer, yes. Now you have to come up here and show me how to hit the buttons. I need to hit the buttons now. I gotta feel it.
Okay.
I told him, I said, he's just like teaching the caveman how to fly the space shuttle here. I have no
Yeah.
idea. Okay,
Okay, just hit
finish.
finish, yep.